had, the weird audio setup. Yeah, I know, that was unnerving too. That was unnerving as well. I agree with you. Yeah. Not just the things Coop said, the way he said them was pretty crazy. Now, this brings us to an awesome part where um, we find out that they both have the idea to have someone take a look at Cooper. Because, again, they think there's something terribly wrong. And, not David, sorry. Gordon says, "Do you know where she still lives?" And Albert replies, "No, but I know where she drinks." I think it's going to be Mrs. Palmer, Sarah Palmer. Because she seems to have a serious drinking issue, and she lived with Leland, Bob, for a long period of time, and it would either Diane, who we've never met before, or Sarah Palmer is my thought on who it's going to be. Again, I can't guarantee that, but I could see it being Sarah Palmer, especially with the scene where we saw Sarah, and then that ties things together in that same episode of who they're talking about, like a little clue that it was her. But it could, yes, also be Diane, who is the woman that Coop has been sending the tapes to in the original Twin Peaks series. And it'd be interesting to see how she would handle the disappearance of Coop, or what exactly happened with Cooper. Other characters in Twin Peaks that we know don't make complete sense to me. If they would have said a he, I would have thought Philip Gerard. But I don't know if they've jumped to the conclusion that they think Bob is in Cooper. I don't think they've gone that far. They do seem to know that Sarah Palmer has visions, and I could see that who it would be. As far as we know, there's a decent chance that Annie's dead. And the fact that the actress, as far as I know, is not in the return, the cast, any. Does anyone have any questions or any comments or anything on Twin Peaks? I didn't preface that last week. This time I will preface on Twin Peaks. I made that mistake. That was me. 3 was amazingly an avant-garde experience, very akin to like something more like a Eraserhead from David Lynch than something like The Straight Story or Blue Velvet or something like that. Let's see, Mr. Trioxin. Yeah, I don't think they would be believing in lodges like Cooper did. Yeah, I don't think they would. But I'm just trying to figure out, because it definitely seems like that was like this kind of wink and a nod that it's going to be someone we either heard of or know. That it's not going to be someone we've never seen, and there's this person. We know it's not Denise Bryson because they know exactly where she is. It wouldn't be like them talking to her. So Annie Blackburn is a possibility if there's going to be a surprise that she was in this. But again, as far as we know, she's not even in the cast list. That's a possibility. And as far as we know, she's dead. I would think by this period she's dead, based on Fire Walk With Me. And so yeah, it makes me think Sarah Palmer or Diane, who we've never met. Because I'm guessing Diane had a close relationship with Coop. The closest we've come to seeing Diane is in the missing pieces of Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me. There's a scene where he's talking to Diane, Cooper is, and he's in the hallway, standing right in the doorway, talking to her. We never see her, though. And he doesn't have his recorder out, but he's talking to a person who we unfortunately don't hear respond. He's just saying a number of things, and then he goes like to her at the end of a conversation. I've only seen that scene once, so I don't remember exactly. But yeah, we've never seen her. But there's insane rumors that Laura Dern, who is in the cast, might be playing Diane, and I don't know if that's true. I think the highway scene when he's vomiting definitely links Twin Peaks: The Lost Highway. It does remind me of that. Yes. Yes. I feel that this is almost like a greatest hits of David Lynch. Like, if you love David Lynch, even more than you liked the original Twin Peaks, then you are going to adore this show. Like, this is... I think it's awesome so far. I do also like the fact that episode 4 seemed much more grounded than the other 3. So we are still going to get narrative. We are going to get things that make sense. And we're going to find out what was on that playing card that Cooper had. Now, it kind of did look like a bunny, which does bring us to the fact that it seems Lucy ate some evidence, a chocolate bunny. Like, hopefully years ago. Hopefully not recently. Because that would be... I think a chocolate bunny would go bad over 25 years. Lost Highway is the same world as Twin Peaks. Well, have you seen Mulholland Drive recently, Mr. Trioxin? Because Mulholland Drive seems to connect Twin Peaks as well. Well, when you go to Club Silencio, there are 2 actresses sitting together in the audience. One looks almost exactly like Ronette Pulaski, and one looks exactly like Laura Palmer. Not the same actresses, because I think it was an idea that David had when he was filming and couldn't, just magically make that happen. But yes, very much looks like both Ronette and Laura. Some people have theorized that Silencio was an entrance, the California entrance to the Black Lodge. That not every entrance looks the same. But if you go see the picture, I swear to God, it looks just like them. And they're sitting right next to each other. Well, he's a novelist, but he started out in TV writing and Hill Street Blues. So he's grounded in more what we would call, I guess, regular normal television, which I think was really important for David to work with somebody like that, to keep a grounding to the project, Some of his books, I believe, are about the science fiction supernatural elements. But yeah, I think that the end of a damn fine cup of coffee. I think that, yeah, he keeps everything grounded. And I think he's a perfect choice. I mean, I think they work perfectly together. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think about supernatural things he writes, and possibly science fiction. Well, I know these are pretty wild genres. I'm looking forward to episode 5. That'll be pretty cool. It'll be weird though watching only one episode of Twin Peaks, getting 1 hour next week instead of 2. We were kind of spoiled these last 2 weeks, but now it's going to be, I believe it's 13 more weeks. I think, with 1 episode each week. But yeah, I'm interested to see also too, if what the mix of the truly avant-garde episodes is going to be and the more grounded episodes. It'd be very interesting to see, because I was spoiled immediately. I did hold out. I waited one day to watch episodes 3 and 4, even though I had access to them on Showtime. I wanted to give myself that little break. So I watched them on Monday. Then I did watch them again with everyone else tonight, right when they aired. So I watched them twice. So yeah, 3 and 4 I ended up seeing twice. I'll be seeing them at least a third time because a friend of mine has catching up on the original Twin Peaks, and once he's done, then he's going to watch the new one. So I look forward to seeing his reactions. I feel they'll be priceless. Well, does anyone else have any Twin Peaks questions or anything like that, or David Lynch or comments to make at all? It's an amazing show, Prince. I love it. I really think it's awesome. It's very it's almost, I would say it's like high art because it's not like a normal TV show. The only TV show I can think of recently with any level of the artistic ideals and concepts would be Brian Fuller's Hannibal. But Brian Fuller is not a normal TV show runner. He's pretty amazing. Like everything he's done is pretty unique. I heard American Gods is awesome, but I'm gonna wait. I think I just can't see purchasing Stars. I just can't see paying for Stars and Showtime at the same time. And then that's really all I would want to watch on Stars, to be honest with you. It's not like there's tons of Stars things I'm interested in. It's American Gods. That's it. Did I see Black Mirror? I have not. I heard it's really good. I heard it's an anthology series, right? None of the episodes connect. It's kind of like Twilight Zone. Because I love the original Twilight Zone. That was amazing. The one for the very original from the middle to late '60s, I believe it was. Yeah, because that's actually my favorite show of all time. Is the original Twilight Zone. I actually have a Blu-ray box set of it. It's so great. I talk about it all the time. Actually, I drive people nuts with it. My second favorite is Twin Peaks. That is my second favorite show of all time. Hey, Darklinks, good to see you. Pirates of the Caribbean was good. That's cool. People are seeing threads that might connect all the stories in the same universe. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if he does that, Mr. Trioxin. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Part of me loves that idea, and part of me is like, I don't know. Oh, Lethal, I thought Wally Brando was hilarious. And the fact that, like, you could tell he wanted to crack up, but the fact but Michael Cera did that with a straight face amazed me. Because that was just so out there. It is so out there. If you see a picture of Brando in the Wild Ones, it's almost exactly what Wally looks like, down to the having the name on the jacket. Of course you did. Lethal Operator, what'd you think of season 3? Or, I'm sorry, episode 3. Pretty insane, huh?